Congratulations to the Tennessee State Tigers as they defeat Morehead State 93-67 in the Ohio Valley Conference Tournament. They will go dancing for the first time since 1994, and their coach Nolan Smith is on the line with us now. Coach, this is fantastic. Congratulations, and I hope you have enjoyed every second of this.
Thank you so much. Absolutely, I have.
Well, just tell us about your team. I mean, you guys have made some noise all year long, but you go into the tournament with a ton of momentum, and you run the table and win the whole thing, being the number one seed. And I mean, you handled a very good Morehead team. Yes.
No, I love my team. I love my group. They've gotten better and better as the season's gone on. Offensively, we've been good all year long, averaging 80-plus points a game. Again, I love the game to be in the 90s if possible, high-scoring game. But the big thing that I think we've laid our hat on the last couple of weeks is our defense, because we know if we get stops, then we get to run out and play even faster. All season long, being a team that's been top 10 in the country in steals, we want to create chaos, organized chaos, where we know what we're doing, we're defending, we're helping each other, and then we're getting hands on balls with active hands and deflections. Our guys have bought in on that, which has made our team become a championship team now that we're playing really good defense.
You have lived this as a player and an assistant, but now to lead TSU to the tournament on a personal level, how special is that to you?
It means a lot. It means a lot. Just for me, it's always just about these players. So to be here and just be their guide, be their tour guide on this journey to become a champion has been just amazing feeling for me to see these guys just completely just fall in love with the process and be coachable every single day. Listen to us as a staff, and couldn't have asked for a better group to coach for my first job. So that they've just been amazing to work with, and just so to see them celebrating on the court the other night just meant the world to me.
Have you gotten a text or call from your former coach yet?
I have. Throughout the two games in the tournament, we talked before each one, talked after, and he loved where our team was at in the last couple of weeks. He saw it coming. He said, "Y'all have a chance to really become something really special." And he texted me before the game, "Be you." That's one of the things he used to always tell me as a player, go be you. So to get that text right before the championship game when obviously emotions are high, feelings, thoughts are all racing, not knowing how the game's going to go, and I got that text from him, made me really just go after it and make sure our guys are ready to go after it as well.
Love it. TSU head basketball coach Nolan Smith is on the Chase and Big Joe show. Coach, congratulations. A lot was made during the broadcast about you making sure your team sees the banner in Gentry Center from 1994. Why was that important to keep pointing that out?
Because you want to keep vision of your mission. And when I got here, some of the returning players, Aaron Nakuma, Travis Harper, Carlos Williams, all those guys told me that they wanted to be champions. Dante Harris, when I brought him in, knowing his background, coaching him at Memphis, I know he's a proven winner. And every single body on the team said they wanted to win a championship, so they had to see it early and often throughout the season. We had to talk about it. If that's what y'all really want, you have to see it and then work at it, work towards it, get better and better as the season goes on. But again, you can't hide what you want. If you want something, you have to talk about it and then go get it done.
Oh, I love that, Coach. The first half of the night, the championship game, I've seen teams that are on fire shooting the basketball. I'm not sure I've seen a hotter team at that moment the way you guys were shooting in the first half. Was it something you told them, or was just that you knew they're capable of doing that?
I think it was the energy from the defensive end. When you have energy the way you're defending and you're flying around on defense, that gives you confidence on the offensive end, and we already have a lot of freedom on the offensive end. All the shots we took, most of them were great. Obviously, Travis Harper, he takes some tough ones, but he makes tough shots. So I'm good with him taking some of those tough shots because he elevates on his shot, so he doesn't see the defender that's right there in his grill. But I think it really was the defense, and then again before the game, I said, man, go for it. You can't tiptoe into a championship game. We got to go for it with full blown confidence, full support of me and my staff, and then that's when the shots just fall, and then from there, they took off.
I know Chase asked you about Coach K sending you a message. I'm sure you heard from a lot of people Saturday night after the game and into Sunday morning, didn't you?
Oh man, a lot of people. Coach, obviously, Coach K, Coach the legend, Coach Jim Lynam, Kevin Durant. So many friends and either NBA players just have been flooding my Instagram messages and text messages. I think just proud of what we were able to do this year. A lot of people were watching us closely, especially in my first year and just seeing kind of what we do and that. So a lot of people are really proud right now.
What is, I know the anticipation for 6 days. What's the schedule like for you the next 6 days? Because, everybody's going to tell you you're going to go here, you're going to go there, but, until you see it, you don't really know. So what's the next 6 days like for you guys?
Yeah, well, it's a long layoff. It's a long layoff before our next game. So, again, we took 2 days off, took yesterday off, take today off. We'll get some individual work in. Probably for 2 days, and then we'll get back to our 5-on-5 practices and really competing and getting after it. So, it's a good time to get our bodies back, get refreshed, get our minds refreshed, and then when we get back to it, it's also a whole brand new season. So these guys get a couple of days to really get out what they've done and move on, and then when we get back in the grind, we're back in the grind, and we're going to prepare almost like it's the start of the season, preparing for whatever is getting ready to get thrown at us.
Nolan Smith is with us, TSU basketball coach, as they will head to the NCAA tournament coming up next week. How special is it, I guess, to put it that way, to take such a historic HBCU program to the tournament, knowing that you're forever going to be linked to that?
Oh, man, it means a lot. It definitely means a lot, to be a part of history, to be a part of something special, to be a part of something bigger than yourself is really why we played the game, coached the game. That's why we do what we do. And, it's been an absolute honor to do what we did this season. And, obviously we want to keep this thing going. This wasn't definitely not a one-hitter quitter where we just come and just win and then now go back in the shadows. We want everybody to know TSU is here to stay. We're here to win, and that's how it's going to be played.
All right, Coach Nolan Smith is with us from TSU, headed to the tournament. What did you tell the team, Coach, in the locker room after the game Saturday night?
Just how proud of them I am. Probably for the first time I said, look, we're going to enjoy this for about 48 hours and really enjoy it. I've told them, again, you play this game and we have a chance to leave a legacy. All of you are playing for your legacy. You're playing to be remembered. You're playing to hang a banner. And when it's all said and done, I told them now all of you are legends. All of you are legends here at Tennessee State. You're legends in Nashville. You'll get to always tell somebody that you were OVC champion, tournament guy, NCAA tournament guy, and just be really proud of what you all have done this season. And then, enjoy it for 48 hours. And it's on to the next thing.
I love it. Coach, I know how humble you are. We've talked to you before. You're not going to take credit for this, but you didn't get this job to late July. Was that correct?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so it's not like you had March, April, May, June, and all of July to get – you had to come in and then start from – you were so far behind the eight ball. That's why I think this job that you've done is absolutely incredible to get this team on board on the same page and then win the tournament, and now you're in the tournament. I just think it's a heck of a job that needs to be – more people need to know what you've done in these past 7-8 months.
I'll tell you this. All I did was pick a great staff. I picked a great support system. I picked guys that have done it at the highest level. Coach Vince Taylor, who's been with Coach Pitino, Coach Delonte Hill, who's been with Mark Turgeon and Coach Frank Martin, DeMar Johnson, who was at with Coach Wes Miller in Cincinnati. And then Brandon Lockridge, who's a Tennessee State lifer, just having a staff that just supported me, loved these young men, coached every single day, taught them how to be tough, taught them how to buy in, taught them how to win. I think that's the best thing that I did, just having a great staff and picking the right guys to be around these young men and just help them along the way on this journey to becoming champions.
Well, Coach, congratulations again to you and your entire team and staff. Enjoy the moment, and then get ready to go to work next week.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all so much.
Absolutely. Nolan Smith, head coach of the TSU Tigers, as they won the OVC. They will go dancing starting next week in the NCAA tournament. And if you just tune in and missed that, don't worry. You get to hear Coach again. He's going to join DVD this afternoon at 4:40.
Heck yeah,
so,
why not?
Yeah, you should a big deal like this.
32 years.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So we're happy to give TSU all the pub that they absolutely have earned.
And again, he didn't take the job till late July.
That's awesome.
You got to find a staff and players and put him. Had he won 8 games, I mean, that's a heck of a job for what he's done. But now they're going to the tournament. Gives me a reason to watch the Selection Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday.
So here's what we got so far. The Titans have signed tight end.
Sounder.
Oh, hit the sounder. We'll get better at this.
All right.
Sorry, there's a lot going on back here.
No, you're good. Yeah, don't worry about it right now. The Titans have signed Daniel Bellinger, tight end, who is with the Giants. Obviously knows Brian Dable, so he is coming in. And then Mitch Trubisky, who also knows Dable from their time together in Buffalo, as the backup quarterback. So those are the 2 moves that the Titans have made. Still a long way to go. They're just an hour and a half or almost 2 hours in to the legal tampering period. We'll take you through some of the signings and what we know so far. We'll do that next live at Salvo's Pizza in Mount Juliet today. Chasing Big Joe. Hang on.
Uh-oh.
This is not Titans related, but this is a big one. Thank you. Free agent center Tyler Linderbaum has reached an agreement today on a record deal with the Raiders.
Oh.
$81 million. That includes $60 million guaranteed, making him the highest paid interior offensive lineman in NFL history.
Brilliant signing.
Tommy Brady, baby.
Who's he going to protect? The franchise.
Yep.
Brilliant signing.
So Tyler Linderbaum gets an $81 million deal. That's
whew.
Titans weren't going to pay that.
No.
And they probably shouldn't.
Raiders got to protect. You got your guy.
Look, he's good, but that's an overpay.
It's all overpaid.
Well, yeah.
It's all. You think Dak Prescott earns $61 million a year? Think that's overpaid?
No. No.
Right?
But
everybody's overpaid except us.
That's true.
Right? We're used to it by now. We work in the media.
That is true. We'll have more on free agency coming up next. Chasing Big Joe, 102.5 The Game.